I would have organized it differently to where whoever had the most talent in that area would have been in charge of that situation. I would have just made it where whoever had that talent at that moment would have been like in charge and would have like delegated, you know, the duties to that.
The teams, the jobs would have been different.
Exactly. That's all.
Fuck that. I got one.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me pick up.
Pick up where picking my fuck that.
Fuck that!
Started with the fuck that. Since you're the biggest one, you can say fuck that. Not in a negative way, but fuck that.
In a positive way, fuck that.
That biggest thing don't work for me, but it's true. If it's real, it's real. Knock me out.
Real talk, I'd have gotten it right on paper.
Right.
I'd have gotten it right on paper. My older brother used to always tell me, man, if it ain't right on paper, it ain't right.
You're right. Who's got money for a lawyer back then? Who had money?
Who did?
Who had money for that shit? You saw a record contract, you saw a deal, you saw money, you saw dollar signs.
You need the advance for the lawyer fee.
You saw
potential.
You saw, you know what I'm saying? You're blinded by the dream.
And you know, really for me, it was the love of the art. You know, I really loved making music. I love creating. I mean, we all are artists at some level. I mean, if you're a writer, if you paint, you know, if it's music, you know, we all love the art. So, you know, for me, I was willing to sacrifice it, you know, and maybe for the pussy.
Definitely. I know you from back in the day. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Who you kidding?
But it is what it is. It really was. It was
about money and fame in that order, right?
Bottom line, right? Am I right?
Bottom line here is this: Gregory D was part of the Ninja Crew. Ninja Crew was signed to Foresight Records. Now, I can at least say two people here were involved with Foresight Records. Foresight Records was Billy Hines. Billy Hines managed his business his way. That's not the reality of the record business. But Gregory D's DJ Manny Fresh signed a multi-million-dollar record deal with Universal Records in 1998.
Really?
And that produced Back That Ass Up.
No shit.
Now, none of us can say we've had a hit that, well, actually I can't. I let the dogs out, but I didn't collect that money. And all of us can say at the end of the day, we all have that potential. We all were, I won't say we all were innovators, but this genre was filled with innovators. Filled with people who developed a culture, developed a sound, developed a language. But you gotta have money to back that up and propel it. And that's where Gregory D's DJ, Manny Fresh, was paid off, literally.
Why do I know that name?
Gregory D and Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh, back then
money,
Cash Money Millionaires.
Cash Money.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
All right.
fresh.
Yeah, and he just had a record out like a few years back, right? A big record out.
He's a big...
Oh, wow, I'll tell you about
Now
it.
that I got your attention, I have a similar story as Jock as far as Laz is concerned and True BMF. Basically, we went to Atlantis, and we had just pressed We Could Get Together. So we brought it. I got up on stage. Somebody let us on stage. I think Mike Jewish, convinced them to let us up there. So we got up there, and I asked Laz if he could play it. And Laz is like, well, "We're on the radio live. I can't just play something." But he played it in the headphones. He listened to it. He liked it, and boom, do it right on the radio.
Yeah, bro.
And after that, after that, I always said, we would go to clubs and we ask people to play the record, and you're like, "Come on, I want to hear a record." I was waiting for that day, and I was in the car with my old manager and Mike Jewish and all, and we're driving around like, I can't wait for that day to where I just hear it. Not where I'm asking somebody to play it, but I just hear it. Fucking 5 minutes after that on the friggin' radio, and we're like, holy shit. And then I kept hearing, you remember the club in Kendall that we...
Skyline
Express. Wow. I kept hearing Breezy, come down and see Breezy, come down and hang out with 2BMF, but yet I'm not freaking there. I'm driving in the car, I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? Come hang out with them.
I
playing this stuff, and I'm like, holy shit,
I was
that's
14, man. I couldn't go
claiming
out.
that I'm there, and Breezy's there.
It was Mike Jewish was there.
I was 14.
No,
Mike was there saying, "Hey, I'm 2BMF. I'm Breezy."
You know what? I'm Breezy.
But I gotta say, but
shouldn't have been out on
the
the
reason why I
streets,
brought that
I'm sorry.
all up is because he broke the record.
Laz
He
used
did
to break
break
my
the
record. That's
He
why.
did.
He broke my shit.
Laz was the red alert of Miami bass.